what's going on with y'all? So, this is a video on yoga of action, and inside this video for yoga of action, we're going to be covering the basic philosophy of yoga of action. So, what is yoga of action? Yoga of action is pretty much a system that allows you to put your actions in tune with God and or your purpose. So, with that being said, the philosophy behind it pretty much implies that in order to live a happy and meaningful life, you need to have virtuous actions and not vicious or actions based upon vice. So, with that being said, right, this could be applied to your purpose too. And also, this theory that you need to have virtuous actions for a happy and meaningful life, that's also a psychological theory. I forgot who presented it, but it's also a psychological theory. So I just want to say that real quick. Now, with that being said, what is virtue? So typically, virtue means to show high moral standards. In this sense, a virtuous action, right? Virtue, it means to strive. It means actions that are striving to make you greater, striving to help you learn the truth. It means that you're striving to get in tune with the source. So actions that imply striving for something greater, for the truth, to get in tune with the source, that is a virtuous action. Actions that get you in tune with your purpose, those are virtuous actions. Okay? So, what is vice? Vice typically implies immoral behavior, and vice comes from spiritual immaturity as well as lack of realization to one's purpose and lack of devotion to one's purpose. So let me explain that real quick. The reason a person would not want to get in tune with the source, right, or the reason a person is not doing it, right, is because they're spiritually immature. They're not fully aware of the non-physical or whatnot. They may be somewhat aware of it. They may have heard about it, but they don't have the true understanding as to why it's important to be in tune with the source. They don't have the true understanding as to why the non-physical is better than the physical. They just heard the idea or whatnot. Therefore, because they're not mature enough to realize why the source is so important, they're not pursuing that yet. They will eventually, but they're not doing it yet. And when it comes to your purpose, right, when you don't fully understand your purpose, right? Whether you simply don't know what it is, or you know what it is, but you don't have like because sometimes like you may know your purpose, but you're not fully qualified yet to actually carry that shit out. You feel me? You may need to learn certain things, learn certain skills or whatnot. So when you don't have that full understanding of your purpose, right? It's harder to do virtuous actions because it's not like for the simple fact that you won't even fully know what to do sometimes. You feel me? On top of that, if you're not devoted to your purpose, right, you definitely won't be able to have virtuous actions all the time because it's like, the devotion is what keeps you going. Like, yeah, I'm so devoted. I gotta do this shit. I gotta get closer to my shit. You feel me? If you don't have that, it'll be way easier for you to be susceptible to vice. So, what is vice? Vice is any action that takes you away from the source and or your purpose. So the thing is, when you're spiritually mature, right, and you're getting in tune with the source, and you're really starting to do that shit. There's just certain shit that you wouldn't do. As you get closer to the source, there's certain shit that you just won't do. Why? Because it'll take you away from the source. When it comes to your purpose, when you're truly realized inside your purpose and you're truly devoted to your purpose, you won't do shit that takes you away from your purpose. Either you just don't fully understand your purpose, or you're just not devoted to that shit. You feel me? Most of the time it's a devotion. However, it can be a mix of both. You feel me? But yeah, so that's what that is. That's what that is. And that's gonna end this video pretty much. So to sum it all up, yoga of action helps to put your actions in tune with God and or the source. And the philosophy implies that in order to be happy and have a meaningful life, you need to have virtuous actions and not vicious actions and actions based upon vice. So a virtuous action is any action that implies striving to get in tune with the source pretty much, and any action that gets you in tune with your purpose. Now, vices are actions that take you away from the source and take you away from your purpose. As long as you're constantly striving to get in tune with the source and or your purpose, then you will be good and you will be practicing yoga of action properly. But there's more videos to this, so stay tuned for that. I'll catch you inside those videos. Peace.